I'm Jennifer Deaton for Travel and Tour World. It's 8 p.m. in Atlanta, 1 a.m. in London, 4 a.m. in Dubai, and 10 a.m. Saturday in Melbourne. Here's what's making headlines across the global travel landscape. After a sharp fall in international arrivals and growing unease from former allies like Canada, France, Germany, and Australia, the United States is now launching a coordinated tourism recovery effort. New global campaigns from Brand USA, expanded airline routes from Air Canada and US carriers, and record breaking traffic in cities like Boston, Miami, and Las Vegas, of course, signal a decisive pivot toward rebuilding international trust and visitor volume. Even amid political tensions and increased border scrutiny, the US is reintroducing itself to the world as a more accessible, diverse, and economically revitalized destination. At the heart of the reboot are new airline routes and surging gateway cities. Air Canada has launched new US routes in 2025, connecting Vancouver to Nashville and Montreal to Cincinnati. These routes are part of a broader plan to reignite travel between the two countries and stimulate growth in key business and leisure markets. At the same time, US carriers like Delta, United, and JetBlue are expanding global connections to Europe, Asia, and Latin America, with a renewed focus on premium and transatlantic routes. Boston Logan Airport is now one of the fastest growing hubs in America, reporting 44 million passengers just this year, up 5% from 2024, thanks to 425 million in infrastructure upgrades. But infrastructure alone won't drive recovery. Brand trust and strategic messaging are now critical. To win back wary travelers, Brand USA is rolling out targeted marketing in the UK, France, Canada, Germany, and Australia. These campaigns spotlight streamlined visa access, safer travel experiences, and cultural immersion beyond the traditional hotspots. In partnership with states like Nevada and Florida and California, the US is pushing destination diversity from national parks to music cities to reframe the American vacation experience. And while international arrivals are still recovering, some US cities are booming. Las Vegas saw hotel occupancy reach nearly 87% in June, with average daily rates climbing to $178 per night. Business events, concerts, and conventions are back, and international visitors, especially from Mexico and the United Kingdom, are returning in force. In Florida, Miami, and Orlando welcomed more than 5 million international visitors just in the first half of the year. Hotel revenue in Orlando surged nearly 9% thanks to rising Latin American and European tourism. And in California, Los Angeles and San Francisco are seeing a strong rebound in Asia Pacific travel, with double-digit growth from Japan, Korea, and India. Airports in both cities are once again key gateways to and from the Pacific. Investors are paying attention too, and United Airlines is reaping the rewards. United Airlines stock surged 5.8% this week, reflecting a rebound in high-yield business travel and first-class bookings. Corporate travel is finally regaining altitude, especially on the transatlantic and West Coast routes. United has trimmed underperforming routes and doubled down on premium service, earning praise from analysts and passengers alike. Even as tourism rebounds, tensions are still simmering, especially at the border. Travelers from Canada and from France and Australia are increasingly reporting invasive electronic searches at US borders. In 2024 alone, Custom and Border Protection conducted over 47,000 device inspections, and many without warrants. Visitors have been questioned over burner phones, erased data, and encrypted messaging apps. In some cases, entry has been denied entirely. Now, some European nations are advising travelers to use clean or temporary phones when entering the United States, raising questions about privacy, trust, and transparency in cross-border travel. For many Americans and Canadians, the answer may be leaving altogether, this time for retirement. With healthcare costs and housing prices rising sharply in the US and Canada, more retirees are looking abroad. Countries like Panama, Portugal, Mexico, Costa Rica, and Malaysia are attracting record numbers of North American retirees because of their affordable healthcare, friendly visa policies, and lower costs of living. In places like Boquete, the Algarve in Portugal, and Merida, retirees are finding not just better value, but a better quality of life, they say. The trend is becoming so common, it's being called a retirement migration. And affordability isn't just a retirement concern, it's now defining how millions travel. From the US to Scotland to Australia, many citizens can no longer afford to vacation in their own countries. In Canada, high domestic airfares are grounding travelers. In the UK, hotel prices have made staycations unaffordable for working families. In France, 40% of people didn't take a holiday at all last year. This divide is fueling demand for budget-friendly travel abroad. Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, and Latin America are booming, offering immersive experiences at a fraction of the cost. The rise of destination dupes, as they're called, and slow travel is reshaping the global map of affordability in 2025. Meanwhile, another debate is heating up, this time about who controls the future of cruise tourism. From Barcelona to Venice, Bar Harbor to Dubrovnik, cities are putting cruise tourism on a leash. Spain has joined Italy, the US, France, and Croatia in capping cruise arrivals. Barcelona will eliminate 2 terminals by 2028, while Venice has banned large ships from key canals. In the US, Juneau and Bar Harbor have set strict passenger caps, and Monterey has suspended cruise landings altogether. These cities aim to protect fragile infrastructure, reduce pollution, and return urban life to locals, marking a global reset in how ports welcome the world's largest floating hotels. New this week, the CDC has confirmed an active investigation into a July 4th outbreak aboard Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas, where more than 140 passengers and crew fell ill with gastrointestinal symptoms. Lab testing is now underway to identify the cause, like norovirus, possibly, after reports of vomiting, diarrhea, and onboard quarantines. Royal Caribbean implemented sanitation protocols immediately, but some passengers described confusion and poor communication. The ship is back in operation, but the incident is a sharp reminder. As cruise travel surges this summer, onboard health protocols remain under the microscope. For travelers navigating packed ports and busy ships, clarity and confidence in safety are key. From global retirements and digital borders to the reinvention of cruise cities, the travel world is in motion and in transformation. For full coverage, expert insight, and real-time updates, visit travelandtourworld.com. I'm Jennifer Deaton. Stay informed, stay curious, and thank you for traveling with us.